What's going on, everybody? My name is Dana Harris, and I'm single-handedly trying to make math cool again. We have what's called the new math that they're teaching this day and time, and I think I know a little something about it, and I want to help you all as students and parents. So here we go. We're continuing to talk about fourth grade math, and we're dealing on the topic of fractions. So there's a lot of things in this series that we're going to cover in fractions. So this particular video, I want to cover a few things. I want to talk about unit fractions and decomposing those, and then we're going to get into a little bit more. So let's first of all start out with if I have the fraction 2/5. Let's go with the red. If I have the fraction 2/5, I want to realize that I can rewrite this fraction as 1/5 plus 1/5. Okay, so 1/5 and 1/5, even anytime you have a fraction with a numerator of 1, we call that a unit fraction. So the fraction 2/5 can be written as the composition of 1/5 and 1/5. Okay, so now that leads us into something else where we'll look at example 2. So let's label that example 1. All right, let's look at example 2. Okay, in example 2, I want to talk about something a little different. So we want to take and we want to do some operations with this. We're going to take this, let's say 1 and 1/6, and we want to subtract 5/6. Now remember, everything is a continuation of previous information. So if you haven't saw the previous videos, I need you to go back and look at the previous 2 videos on these topics of how we're going to put these fractions together in pieces, composing and decomposing. So this first fraction, we can rewrite this as, remember, we saw 1 as 6/6. Okay, so I have 6/6 plus 1/6. Okay, they go together to make this 1 and 1/6. All right, so that gives me 7/6. Okay, so this right here is 7/6. So then now we can rewrite this equation as 7/6 minus 5/6, and then in this case, since they have the same denominator, we just simply take 7 minus 5, which equals 2/6. Okay, now 2/6, we can, if we put a visual to that, okay, so 2/6, if we put a visual to that, notice all right, we can compare that. That's 2 out of 6 pieces. Well, let's put another one and make it equivalent, and that is the same as, I'm so sorry, I forgot to erase that. So that's the same as 1/3. Okay, so we can say this 2/6 is equal to 1/3. Either or, they have the same value, but I want you all to see the visual with that. So this is 2/6, that's 1/3, or 1/3 as I like to say, and there you have it. So we have subtracted fractions, but the whole key point is we want to be able to rewrite these fractions using decomposition. So that's the key point here that a lot of people are having trouble understanding. You have 1 and 1/6, but it can be rewritten as 6/6 plus 1/6, which gives us 7/6. So this now becomes 7/6 minus 5/6, which is a lot simpler to subtract than having 1 and 1/6 minus 5/6. So that's the first part to this. Very, very important in this progression. So Young Guru's Math Tutoring, I've got the solution to your math problems, ladies and gentlemen.